The sun looked calm that morning. No explosions. No warning sirens. No panic on Earth. Just another sunrise over crowded cities, blinking satellites, and millions of people scrolling their phones before work. But 93 million miles away, something terrifying had already begun. Deep beneath the sun's glowing surface, magnetic fields twisted like giant invisible rubber bands. For months, scientists had been watching them grow stronger, hotter, more unstable. Then suddenly, without mercy, they snapped. A wall of solar plasma, billions of tons of superheated particles, erupted into space at unimaginable speed. Faster than bullets. Faster than any storm humanity had ever faced. And this time, Earth was directly in its path. Within minutes, observatories around the world lit up with alerts. Emergency systems activated. NASA scientists stared silently at incoming data. The numbers didn't make sense. This wasn't an ordinary solar flare. This was something far worse. The beginning of solar maximum 2026. And if predictions are correct, the blackout that follows could last not hours, not days, but months. Because modern civilization has a secret weakness. Everything depends on electricity. The internet, banking systems, hospitals, air traffic, water purification, food distribution, military communications, power grids. Remove electricity, and the modern world collapses frighteningly fast. Most people think of the sun as life-giving, warm, beautiful, harmless. But scientists know another side of it. The violent side. The side capable of turning technology into ash. Every 11 years, the sun enters a phase called the solar maximum, a chaotic period when solar activity becomes dangerously intense. Sunspots multiply across its surface. Solar flares explode constantly. Magnetic storms erupt without warning. And in 2026, experts believe we may experience one of the strongest solar cycles in decades. At first, people online ignored the warnings. Solar storms sounded like science fiction. Something from disaster movies. But behind closed doors, governments weren't laughing. Power companies quietly began emergency drills. Satellite operators prepared for catastrophic failures. Military agencies reviewed worst-case scenarios. Because they all knew about one terrifying historical event. The Carrington event. In 1859, long before smartphones or satellites existed, the sun unleashed the most powerful solar storm ever recorded. Telegraph systems across Earth burst into flames. Operators received electric shocks. Sparks flew from wires. Some machines continued operating even after being unplugged. And that was in a world with almost no electronics. Now imagine that same storm hitting modern Earth. Scientists estimate the damage could reach trillions of dollars. Entire continents could lose power. Internet cables could fail. GPS systems could disappear. Fuel pipelines might stop working. Supply chains could collapse globally within days. Some experts even fear society could temporarily fall back into a pre-electric age. And the worst part? We may not be ready. Inside a control room filled with glowing monitors, solar physicists track the sun 24 hours a day. They watch enormous loops of plasma rise thousands of miles into space. They measure magnetic tension building beneath the solar surface like pressure inside a giant bomb. One scientist described it this way: the sun is like an ocean during a hurricane. We know the storm is coming. We just don't know how big it will become. In late 2025, researchers noticed something disturbing. Solar activity was rising faster than expected. Sunspots were appearing in unusually large clusters. Massive X-class solar flares began erupting more frequently. Some storms narrowly missed Earth by only a few days. That terrified scientists. Right now, somewhere beneath the sun's boiling surface, magnetic forces are already building toward future eruptions. Invisible storms are forming beyond human control. One day, one of them may aim directly at Earth. And when it does, the world could change overnight. Perhaps the greatest irony is this. Humanity fears artificial intelligence, cyber warfare, and nuclear conflict. Yet one of the biggest threats to modern civilization has existed since long before humans evolved. The star that gives us life could also plunge us into darkness. Not out of anger. Not intentionally. Simply because stars are powerful beyond imagination. As scientists continue monitoring solar maximum 2026, one question remains hauntingly unanswered. Are we prepared? Because if a true Carrington-level storm strikes modern Earth, historians may divide human history into two eras. The world before the blackout. And the world after. Somewhere tonight, observatories continue watching the sun in silence. Computers analyze magnetic patterns. Satellites track solar flares erupting across the surface. Most will fade harmlessly into space. But eventually, one might not. And when that day comes, the first sign may be nothing more than a quiet notification on a scientist's screen. A single alert. A single realization. Earth is in the path. Then the countdown begins. 17 hours. 16. 15. Humanity staring upward at the same star our ancestors worshipped for thousands of years, suddenly realizing how fragile modern civilization truly is. Because the greatest blackout in history may not begin on Earth at all. It may begin on the surface of the sun.